Welcome to Cottman, Crawford, and the Jersey Guy podcast. I'm your host, Tom Ramage.
You want to do him?
I guess.
No, he's not. He's too
Louis
busy dancing.
Louis
Crawford.
No,
Sorry,
he's
I was too
dancing.
busy dancing. Listening to Tom.
Yeah.
Just chilling, waiting.
Too into it. So tonight's
Well,
episode, we are going to be talking about TikTok.
Yes.
We're going to talk
'Cause
about...
everybody's doing it, and they know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, just, Lou and Kenny are kind of new to it. I've been on it since probably 2020. But it's, I'm trying to, that was so cocky of me. I'm like, I'm so little.
no.
Well, it's nice.
2020.
I'm an old OG on this one.
But
Buffy.
we're starting, if you're following us, you obviously have been seeing we've been making a lot more content lately. So,
Yes.
we're a little more into it. We're a little more doing more of the, I guess you would say more of the social media stuff. More of the real creating, content creating stuff. So it's fun.
And I tell you, it is kind of fun, though, when you do it. You know what I mean? You get some kind of satisfaction out of it, especially if it comes out the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, that was good. I like that. You
Right.
know, I'm posting that,
Yeah, well, and then you know what it is? It's like, so we are three different personalities. We're very different, and it's,
That's why we reach out to you, right?
yeah. Well, because Tom,
I've been doing it longer. That's why
doing it. So you know the little things to do, or the little stuff to get at, and the funnies and such, and you're learning the algorithms, and you're spreading the word or whatever. Yeah, definitely. And so that then now, but now it's like when we're doing the content, like you're saying,
TikTok, will you? Yes.
yes. So then now it's about finding our niche as to what it is.
Right.
So like I like doing the pictures and putting the subtitles or whatever on the videos. Lou likes doing the voiceovers.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
I love that stuff.
You
It's
like
great.
doing the video,
Yeah, we do. I do the talking head
I try to
style
do some
videos where I
videos
talk
too,
to the
like-
camera.
I like the talking head stuff, right?
Yeah.
The stuff that you've been
The
sharing.
meme stuff, using CapCut. It's
Right.
always a fun one to use. They got these, they got these templates, and you just kind of just can add anything to them. Like the one I did with Jim.
That was
Yeah,
great.
I know,
Jim
that shit
Carrey.
was
That
great,
was
bro.
awesome.
That was the one where he
Yeah.
goes, "We landed on the moon."
Yes. Well,
Right.
see, that's what I want to learn how to do those, because like I said, I have a picture that I want to, put the captions on, and I want to,
Right.
I want to use that.
Right.
I gotta wait for permission to use that picture. I can't just throw it up there. But just different things like that, and I'm not afraid to do the videos.
I'm the rule of, if it makes me laugh,
Yeah.
and I have no problem making fun of myself, because I think that's the funniest shit.
Right. Right.
Like when you fall and whatever it is.
Yeah.
I took a flop right down my stairs in the front. I was on the camera video. My wife kept
Dude.
watching it over and over.
Well, you need to send it to us to post
and I
it.
laughed harder than she did. I was like, hysterical.
Yeah.
So I love to laugh and do funny shit and being goofy, and that's
Right.
I think that's good. That's a good thing.
Right.
And I
But
mean,
not
it's rather than
everybody
being serious.
Right. But see, it's okay for
But I
us
wasn't
to
really
do it.
comfortable doing that. Were
Well,
you in the
right.
beginning? I wasn't.
Yeah, no, I was fine with it. Like I said, us doing the podcast, I had zero issues with, talking. Everybody that knows me, I know I ain't got a problem talking. The video stuff isn't it. I just want to make it where our videos on social media,
Right.
are going to get those views or whatever because of us doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'd want to help be able to promote
No,
it.
I get it.
So it's trying to find the funnies, get into that algorithm.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then, so now you're telling us too that the algorithm isn't just what we're doing. It's about the time you put it out.
Oh,
the
yeah,
time
it's
of
a
the
whole
day.
science,
Well,
right?
the time of the day,
Well, that's the thing is the thing with the TikTok with the algorithm and everything is you definitely have to I mean, if you're just if you're posting a lot,
right.
you want to put your best stuff out when it's going to be
Right. But how
the
do
most
you know?
audio. Well, you have to look up
So it changes?
when there's
Is there a certain time of the
and
day
also
or
there's
a range?
analytics you look up and stuff like that to
My
see
God.
when your videos are performing more and start following the analytics. But that's hard to follow. I've never been good at following that stuff. And there's people who talk that religiously swear by following analytics, and I should probably do that, but it's just hard.
Yeah, I think what we're doing is good enough.
It's
I think
hard
that's just
to-
overboard, man.
Yeah.
There's so many people doing it.
It is good to know who your audience is, though. It'll tell you, your audience is 75% male, and ages 40 to 60 or something like that.
Something like that.
It's good to know, so
Right.
at least if you're making content, you play to your audience, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
But
Yeah.
Lou's saying though, it's about Well, I'm sorry if I
No, go.
But I'm saying, like you started to say before, it's when we put them out. You know what I'm saying? You started to say about what we're putting,
right?
To get what, I guess our target audience.
Right.
I want it to be for like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, I want
That's why I think the funny
enough.
stuff is the best stuff, because anybody if anybody who has a sense of humor, is going to laugh. Usually, if you're laughing at it, then you know it's funny. I know you guys would say, no, I'm not doing that one.
Yeah.
You would tell me if it was something, or vice versa.
Like,
I would be like,
that's okay. Yeah.
Well, or it's just not funny.
Or it's not funny. Yeah. Or it's not funny.
Right.
Sure.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's for us because we want to stay a comedy. We want to stay funny, yet,
serious.
But serious about certain things. You know what I'm saying? I could say this,
shit.
We don't do the politics and the religion because we want this to be a quote unquote safe space. You know what I'm saying? We want everybody to listen to us and feel, just enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like us to put a smile on your face when you're having a funky day, give you that
thought. If I want to be in a bad mood, I'll talk about that, but I don't want to talk about that.
Right, exactly. We want to come, right. We want to, I like that.
It's the best. I think it's the right. We did the right thing when it came to that, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. And I like our PSAs. You know what I'm saying? That the few we do.
Listen, we follow a lot of diverse stuff on Instagram and things like that. I make sure that if I see any type of thing, that I get it off immediately. But I usually go for the positive.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Some more, about yourself, whatever it is, whether it's food or exercise or meditation, or listening to certain frequencies or whatever like that, because there was, there's a whole bunch of different stuff, but the internet does that for you. You can get all that stuff.
Okay, so crazy. Now my next question would be, because of the likes or the things that we follow, does that also put us into a different algorithm? You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at
a lot of likes,
it does.
Right,
it
because
does.
Think about it. Like I know for me on my personal, right? I have, like cars, motorcycles,
if you like
that kind of stuff.
If you like cars and motorcycles, then you're going to see content about cars and
so
motorcycles. Exactly.
For us on our social media, for the podcast social media, having all those likes, not so much the funnies, is what's going to, and that's the algorithm is going to push us into. So no matter, like I said, that's why I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just my attitude is just put it out. If you think to yourself, if this. Like I'm trying to go on my first instinct and write it down so I don't forget it. I'm like, oh, that would be funny. Or we could do this, because then you forget it. I'm thinking if I write it down, I can talk to you guys about it, and then we could try it. And hey, we just did one. I mean, it was hysterical.
Right. You know what's funny though is that the algorithms, like they know what you're doing, and they actually put videos out that hint to you.
That's right.
So I was talking to you guys earlier before we were recording, is when you go the first post is someone saying, hey, if you need to do this to get more views or whatever, or you need to start utilizing this feature because TikTok likes when you utilize their new feature, they know that those videos say that. The algorithm knows the transcript and what the description of the post is. So it pushes that out to you to tell you, we see that you're trying. Here's some ideas that can help you.
Right. But I tried a couple of them already.
And even the shop.
I saved them to our account.
The shop was now the shop's all of a sudden showing us stuff for content creator tools, mounts for I might have a tripod already, but it doesn't know I don't have a tripod. For tripods and for
the lights, the new lights,
the ring lights, which we already have.
Smaller now.
Yeah.
Or get this thing.
And different the microphones, the wireless microphones.
I know.
It's pushing.
Those are cool though.
But it's ended to you hey, buy this stuff because this is going to help you.
Aren't there points that you get on TikTok as well? Isn't it? Aren't there points that you collect or you gain or?
Oh, to get paid.
No, I mean, because they say if you do this, you'll get points for this.
So that was one of the people talking. So the algorithm, the videos actually have a point system.
Okay.
So a like doesn't mean much, actually. The most important thing is who watches the video from beginning to end. Watch time is one of the most important factors. That's I guess it would be 3 points.
So it's timing it
right. So because that means people like the content because they want the whole idea of social media is to get you on the app long enough to watch an advertisement and maybe buy something. It's just like TV and radio. It's all advertisement.
Right.
So they want content on their app that is going to keep people watching and not scrolling. Because what happens is also, if all the content was shitty, you would just keep scrolling and scrolling. Oh, this sucks. Right. And then go to another social media like Instagram or Facebook. Right. So they're always going to try to prioritize the ones that people are watching all the way to the end, because that means it's good. They didn't go, this is stupid. You know what I mean? So that's the most important part. And then they also, the next thing is like a like is important too, but like it's actually like the least important thing. The next is important is who is sharing it.
Right.
So, because if it's funny, we share it, right? If we find a video we like, it's hysterical. What's this? That means that it's good content, meaning we're going to push this out to more people. Right. So that's why it's important. So to all those things are important. Also, if it's on the FYP. So like if it's the FYP is the For You page, that's like, sorry.
It's like
no. I know, right?
That's like if you're on TikTok, everybody knows that's the what is the FYP. For You page is like the
For You page. Okay.
That's like the general like feed, right?
Okay.
And then there's the friends feed.
Right.
And then there's or people you're following. You know what I mean? So it's only going to show you people you're following or only friends or whatever. So, but FYP is like stuff that's suggesting to you. So you want your shit out on the FYP because that means more views.
Right.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so like if someone on the FYP sees your content all the way through and shares it, that's better than someone who follows you or is a friend of yours, because they're going to see it before other people because
they're friends.
You're friends with you, so the algorithm pushes a certain amount of percentage of people you follow too.
Right.
So, but a stranger following it, someone who doesn't know you, and if you get a follow, then that's like 4 points. It's like if you scored a follow and they watched it all the way through and they shared it, like it's going to get jumped ahead, and that's what happens, and that all of a sudden it goes into the next bracket. So the first like 100, they lowered it now. It's like now it showed to like 100 people.
Right.
And if a certain percentage of people do that, then it moves on to the next bracket and the next bracket. And that's how their system works with going viral. So you have to, it has to be good. That's what it is.
So that's what we'll strive for.
That's what,
definitely. That's what we'll strive for.
Is like people are trying to figure out, how can I get people to watch longer? And they're trying to cheat, like watch to the end. That's right. Or like, they're trying to people are trying to be sneaky about it and trying to get people to watch stuff too.
Yeah, but I think you know what?
If the video sucks, they're still not going to watch it. So your stuff has to be good. That's all.
Sometimes you get baited in with that one.
So people are trying to figure out these ways, but like in general, your content has to be good.
Right.
So if you make me wait and then I go all the way through and
then if it's good, then you want to learn all those tips to get your stuff out. But if it's not good and you do all those tips, then it's just not going to go out.
Gotcha.
But if your content is good and you don't do those tips, then it might not do so well because you don't know strategy. So if your content's good and you follow those tips, you're going to go viral.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just easy as that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think,
but like I said, I'm sorry.
No,
but I'm saying it could be good and like, you don't know what to do, and it could, it could fall under like not a lot of people, like it might get like a certain amount, like it might only like, Instead of getting like a million views, it gets only 10,000 views.
Yeah. I think I know.
I'll take it either way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. You and I have to figure out the right time. So then the other question is if we all post at, let's say, 3:00 in the afternoon,
it's not good.
It's not good.
So each one of us should have like a
time slot.
Certain time slot.
It's what time slot.
I just leave Tom alone when he wants.
Right. But then, like I said, we don't want to step on his toes. So that then now the messed up
You're
part.
not stepping on his toes, though, because the more we put out is good, isn't it?
Well, I don't put out. I'm not that kind of guy.
Just post it.
But I'm just saying.
Just post it, man.
No. You missed what I'm saying. What I just said. If I turn around, if you and I do it, watch it to the end. No, if you and I post that, too much, on top of what I don't say too much.
Well, you're not going to post when I post because you're already still working. So I have that advantage.
Right.
He posts when he has the advantage during the day where he can, and he takes advantage of it, and he just does it quick, and he's good at it. So for him, it's just like second nature almost.
Right.
We're getting there, but we still got a ways to go.
I don't want to do it. Like, so what time would be a good time to do it?
When you can.
Feel me?
When you can.
But then it won't get the views that we need it to be. That's what we're talking about with the algorithm.
But that's why one of the strategies I do with our page is I go onto my personal TikTok and I go through the FYP and I wait for one of our videos to go to the FYP. I wait to watch it to the end.
Oh,
I didn't know.
And then after I watch it to the end, then I like it. Then I'll share it to you guys, and I will like comment on it.
Okay, so that's what we'll do for now.
Yeah,
so that it goes through all the points. Even though I'm already following, if I wasn't following, then it would get. But then that's hard to do that way if you're not following.
Right. All three of us are, so we might as well just do whatever.
Well, because then that was the other thing that we were talking about. So when I posted the video that Lou and I recorded the middle of the week,
right.
It froze on TikTok, but it got more views.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is
sometimes it'll do well on one and not the other.
Right,
that's
so
the mystery. Like I don't know why. Like, is it just timing?
Could it also be
the
amount of people that he follows on a certain one? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, because because we recorded it on the podcast page. I didn't record it on a personal. I don't have a personal TikTok.
Right.
I only use what we do for the podcast. So then when we recorded it and posted it, it was straight up on Cottman, Crawford, and the Jersey Guy page.
When he puts the stuff up with whatchamacallit, right? Videos, anyway.
Yeah, the video. That's what I'm saying. So that then when you and I recorded that one at work.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It was straight onto our web, on our page, on our social media page. But when you copied it and put it on, whatchamacallit?
You didn't copy it, you just shared it.
Or shared it. No. Onto Instagram?
Yeah, didn't you say you was... Well, anyway, we're get too technical here, but...
But I'm just saying, so like then, it got more views.
Yeah, because what I do is I upload to all platforms.
Right.
So like when we make content on
that's
one...
That's what I try to do.
I share it on all platforms.
Right.
So for some reason... that video you did, which I thought was hysterical, this is hilarious. Right. It did well on Instagram, but on like TikTok, like it didn't do well. And I reposted it didn't do well again. So it's weird. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Just whatever it is. I don't know. I thought the same thing when I saw it. I'm like, man, I thought the numbers would be like way higher.
Yeah. Than that. And like I said, I believe that maybe it was the time of day.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the funny that it was.
Too. Well, how much later did you repost it?
Couple hours after I let it ride for like 4 hours, and then I'm like,
and then let me do it again,
because that's another thing. That's another tip that comes up. And TikTok, obviously, the algorithm is sending me the videos of people saying that, so they want you doing that. Is they say if a video doesn't do well, hit delete and repost, and if you go to delete it, it asks you, do you want to re-edit and re-edit and then repost? So you always hit re-edit, repost, and that puts you back into the editing screen. And then you can edit the video, or you can change the description of the text. You could change a cover photo.
Oh, so you can do it over.
And then you repost it again as a new post. Like it resets, like all the likes and it's like someone seeing it for the first time.
So then could the hashtags have been an issue too, or the lack thereof?
Well, yes. Well, that's the thing. I double checked that, so it wasn't the hashtags either. But so I don't know. But like the hashtags, there are also banned hashtags, so you always want to check that. So.
Really? I don't understand why are there banned ones.
Because they're associated with like bad shit, or shit that they don't want people seeing, like conspiracy theories and stuff.
Oh, I got you.
Like if like flat Earth is probably banned, a banned hashtag.
I don't see shit like that on.
Well, yeah,
because
that's why it's banned. It's banned content.
Yeah,
it's not gonna get. It's gonna get.
I think that's a good thing. In that sense, because what?
They
keeps you away from
and they keep changing and they keep changing their. Their things on like conspiracy theories and stuff. And that's why like it's kind of sketchy when you start talking about the UFO stuff. But like UFO theory is more plausible, so they can't really say anything because like the government acknowledges it now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fucked up though. I mean, and I think
But like when people are talking about like stuff that's obviously conspiracy theory, like flat Earth.
Well, you know what's
like,
when it gets out of hand, you're like, okay, I'm done
for certain things. But it's not fair. Like I said,
Hollow Earth and
right. You know, well, I don't know, bro, because we were talking about last week.
That's
you know what I'm saying? We were talking about what lies beneath the ocean.
The ocean, yes.
Well, you know what it is. Also,
and I'm sure there are caverns that
we talk about it like. Is it like we're talking about now? Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. But like they don't want people who are like flat Earth is real.
Right. You just don't want to promote that shit.
Right. You know what it is?
Right.
People, if people are like, well, maybe it could be.
Yeah.
You know, like
garbage.
it's like
what if?
I'm saying like
there is no what if.
No, but I'm saying
Life
like we're talking about like he was like Hollow Earth, maybe. You know, but like it's more like, but it's I think their concern is the people who are like. It is, and that is the truth. You're being lied to, and not like where we're like, well, maybe, you know, like these are people that are like, no, it's real. You're being lied to.
I got it in the vision.
No,
I guess I mean, like I don't guess, I know, but go ahead.
Yeah, but it's the social media. That's the whole thing. It's also what you don't want to get into too, right? You don't want to get into that
because the problem is that shit spreads when people are like, "This is how it is," and then like, "Yeah, this is how it is."
And I don't do that. I don't just conform to whoever. Listen, I'm going to be myself. That's the whole idea of having social media, right? And I'm, took a while to get comfortable to do it. You know what I mean? But I finally, not exactly.
No. But you're learning, bro, and you're paying attention. You're trying to get
things out.
Yeah, the only thing
I'm getting creative. I'm thinking of stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Let me write this down.
I need to learn how to do, like you said. Well, what Tom showed us earlier. I want to, said put the videos together, or do like the headshots, like you were doing. Talking headshots. And shit.
Oh yeah. The talking head. They call that talking head videos when you're talking to the camera.
Yeah.
That's like
I want to do those.
So that's the whole thing. There's so much, and there'll always be more because they keep adding things. And when you send me those videos or you share those videos with us, I go right to it, listen to it, and then I try it, and then I do it.
And you'll see videos of people saying like TikTok likes when you push content forward, like, or when you use their new content. What they mean by TikTok likes it is that the algorithm favors the new features. Okay. If there's a new feature out, use the hell out of it because it's going to get more views than regular because the algorithm favors new shit.
Yeah. Right.
So that's why they always say jump on the trends.
Right. I do.
So if there's like a new thing out, like, and people are using it a lot, or if it's a new feature, like specifically from the app, like the new one is the text feature.
Do that. You just follow exactly.
The new one is the text feature. They're like really pushing that now, and it's good. It doesn't get a lot of views,
and it's mostly a lot of women. They're the ones who know more shit than anybody.
Well, no. So then, sorry.
When it comes to it,
gets a
Go ahead,
and I mean that in a good way. They're just like they have it down.
I'm saying it's not. It doesn't go. Your text views won't go viral, but they do get a lot of views like right away, like 60, 70, boom, right off the bat. Like
so. Then are those people that are promoting them? So the videos that we've been seeing, when we first open up our page, are those people like just the commercial actors? If that makes any sense?
No. So they're content creators that talk about TikTok. There's content creators. Their whole like. Shit is like how to get your thing viral, how to go viral, how to do this. That's all they talk about.
That's insane, bro.
But TikTok's like, oh, that's good for us. Right. So but people have figured out that. So now there's like a lot of accounts that are doing this because figured out. It's like there's this thing like where the algorithm figured it out and people figured out that so like. But now
it's always an awkward situation.
It purposely
that happens.
Like, but it knows when you're like if you're getting like low views, you start getting videos. Are you struggling with low views? We got this solution for you. It's like
the future is like coming fucking.
It's so
it's coming
to. That's AI.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, but
we think of AI as something you talk to, but AI is an algorithm. Is AI
right?
There's no difference. It's a type of AI. It's self-thinking.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And it's scary, but at the same time, it's pretty amazing because of all the things you can do, which you can look up and just ask questions about certain things and get the answer immediately.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm scared. I mean, we said it before, and I'm not scared in the sense of like, of my God is going to take over the world. I'm scared of like where people are going to
using it.
Yeah, too much. You know what I'm saying?
Or people using it maliciously.
And,
well, they're doing that already. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, like,
there's a lot of that going on.
Right. And then, but now here it is that it's in social media. You know what I'm saying? So that then it's like you said, if there's certain hashtags that are banned, it's because people would just, going straight for them. Listen, I love a great conspiracy theory. I'm upset that, there's issues with the conspiracy. I think, again, like you started to say
they're
before.
They're fun to watch.
Why? But not
take them seriously.
Yeah, like not to be like, oh.
Right, yeah,
I love reading about them because they're fun to read.
It's basically their religion.
Yep.
They're fun to read. I love,
bro.
I think it's so fun to watch the Flat Earth videos. I don't believe them. I'm like,
you guys are fucking hilarious. Like, well, so not changing up altogether, but remember
the firmament.
Yeah. But Jesse the Body Ventura.
No, yeah.
Right? So Jesse had a conspiracy show.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like his conspiracies just like...
Well, he was Navy SEAL.
But they...
And still this day, he still does. And he lives off the grid.
Yeah. And
that guy's no joke, man. I wouldn't...
Yeah, hell no. But my point is that the conspiracy theory...
slack jaw.
Is
that what he said? What was that? Was in the Predator,
right?
Right?
Man, he knows his stuff, though, because when he talks about certain things, but we should get off that subject.
Right.
Let's
but
go
I'm
back
saying,
to what we were talking about.
I'm saying, just like
but
those
he is definitely...
Yeah, but he's a perfect example of what you're saying,
Absolutely.
that then they would cut off those conspiracy theories and, it just sucks. It just sucks doggy nuts that, you can't see those things or, certain funnies. I believe that, I like the idea of us making funnies off of a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Anything,
make
really,
for us to make a meme, a little video, whatever, off of a funny, what we find to be a funny conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, flat Earth. It'd be cool to have like in the, the background video and we're doing like this with the car and it just falls off the edge of the, of the Earth and space. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of crackhead looking stupid shit like that. Like it would just be like making a funny off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's something like say Hollow Earth. That then we would turn around and then because we did a video, the last episode, the other episode was of all the things, like just going into the ocean because we're looking for the giant squid and all of a sudden, we're like standing in Hollow Earth, you know what I'm saying, where there's dinosaurs and shit like that, or just the whole. Like I said, to me that would be a funny ass thing because doing that. Ace Ventura, like he's looking around like, you know what I mean? Like looking all over the place, you know what I mean? Exactly. Like that's where I'm at, for some of those things, and like I said, but the social media as far as, what's trending, how do we know what's trending when? You know what I'm saying? Because if we're getting
just
all
when
those
you're
other
watching
shits,
whatever you're seeing,
right?
It comes right up on the thing though.
But like when Tom opens up the TikTok, that then the first thing that he's seeing is, hey, try this, hey, try that. So by the time you get through the next 10 videos of try this, try that.
Yeah, it's only one video. If he sends or saves, because that's what you did, the last one you sent to me. You sent me
always
the video,
the first video,
and then you saved it.
I noticed the first video, one of those videos, and then you go on to like.
And I went and watched it, and I did what it said to do, and I made that with the views.
Right.
I had all the pictures moving. I just tried it out to see how it was.
But those help videos, those like tech help, like those, it's always the first video when you turn on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're trying to tell you, like it's purposely they're like really like this is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're trying to do is what you need to do.
This is what you need to do to get.
If you weren't posting any videos, you won't get those videos. If you haven't like posted anything, and you're just there to watch videos, you'll never get those videos. But if you start posting videos and they're getting low views, sends them out to you right away.
Yeah. I said I had to start doing those,
and I'm sure when you start getting into the higher categories, it starts sending you other videos to help you.
Well, we're already making. If you look at the phone and you look at it, we're already making where you can go in and you've already did enough to open this thing and.
It tells you there's brackets. Like, you've reached 100 followers. You can meet the next bracket, 1,000 followers.
Right.
Now with TikTok, it used to be that you need 1,000 followers to go live, but now it's 100. I think.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
See, he's opening up TikTok.
I apologize.
Yeah. And then so now on because that said that. So then when is it that we turn around and what's the algorithm? I guess we'll say. For you to then turn around and that you become or the status that you end up becoming the content creator. That now you're you know what I'm saying? Like right now it's us we're promoting and doing things off it, or influencers and stuff like that. Whether it's either that you're either making money or, that you're able to do different kind of selling promotions and such. You know what I mean? That makes sense, the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
excuse me. I think just doing,
what
we're starting out slow and we're getting into it.
When you start getting a lot of views, and that's the thing. Advertisers want eyes. Right. So if you're getting consistently high view counts and you have a lot of followers, that's when they start messaging you. They'll start messaging. Like if we start getting like a big following on our, in our Instagram or TikTok, whatever
it might be,
and we're getting consistently thousands of views, people are going to start messaging us. Be like, hey, you want to, we'll send you this free product. Try it out. If you can do a video of it for us, it would be, as long as you do a video for us, promoting the product, just try it out. That's what happens.
Yeah, yeah. It just can't be a hair product.
Yeah, but that's why I say, listen, we took that, we said, all right, we got to take it to the next level, and we're doing that, and we're figuring out things. And then as it will just present itself when it's supposed to. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think there's no reason, no need to push it or just go on. What's the expression where they say, just stay forward and.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But still with that, it's us doing the funnies or what we find funny.
Yeah.
That then, that.
We should do all that. That's what I'm saying. Just keep doing what we're doing. Just keep.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You think of it and it's funny, make something up.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, that you just give that guy a ring and he'll walk you through it in like 2.3 minutes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like, everybody, they want to message us on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm having fun because figuring out stuff that I feel like, all right, I'm actually capable of doing this, because it's like learning software almost.
Right.
It literally is like when I learned Canva and everything. Now I can actually sit down and yes, I have Canva and I go through it.
Yeah,
I can navigate through it now, which I didn't know. But until I sat down, and of course I thank God for my wife because she helped me walk me through some things. But now that I can that's how I'm feeling about this, where I'm going in that direction.
It's funny. I've always been the type of person where I just figure it out. Like I just play with the app and figure it out, and that's how I
figured out. And you're right, because that's what you got to do. Otherwise, if you're too skittish
mess with it, you won't understand it. And like the same thing I was talking to you about with like the description part. Like a lot of people pass that up, like who are unfamiliar with social media. They'll just like go to the post and like skip the description part, and like the whole description part's the most important part, because that shows.
Gotcha.
Because what that does is that if you don't put a description, it doesn't know where to send the videos too. Yep. So it just like goes, it's like throwing a ball up in the air.
No, so let's just spread it around.
Yeah. So the hashtags don't help put you into those.
So I mean, the hashtags are helpful too, but I mean, the actual like wording in the description helps it's the SEO. That's the word they use. I think that's what the word for the algorithm is, that they use SEO, which is the search engine optimization. So like whenever you put like text in a video, even the captions, if you use the live captions, those live captions, it's always, that's another thing, always to turn those on. It's in the edit screen. I'll show you guys how to do it. But anyway, when you turn the live captions on, that actually sends the SEO more information for your videos. So that's why the captions are always important too, because once it translates that and has the text on screen, all your words are now like the algorithms were all the wording, so it'll push it out to
See, looking.
But also, if you got stuff that
it's good.
But also, if it's got stuff that the algorithm doesn't like,
it'll kick you out.
Yeah, like that's why now we use the word unalive.
That's why you got to be creative.
Really? That came from TikTok because people didn't want to use words. I'm not even going to say because I'm worried.
Right.
But
I
for
get
we got someone getting. Bing, bing, bing,
bing, bing, bing.
An unnatural effect.
So that's where the word came from.
Okay. Wow, that's funny.
And even people say instead of, they say someone got pew-pewed.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
That all came from TikTok.
That's wild.
That unalive is the word that came from That was a workaround.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow,
someone
that's
unalived themselves, or someone got unalived.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's how it, because you can't say certain words.
That's freaking crazy.
I know I'm for, all that. And I think that's good to police it, because
but now we just found new words.
Yeah, but I get it. But still, it curved it to a point where you knew not to say or do a certain thing on this. Otherwise, it was going to be,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in a
yeah.
way, it's good to have those kind of rules set. And I think that's a good idea.
But I feel like that word unalive is probably now the algorithm probably knows that word anyway.
Of course, absolutely.
But does it only know a word, or does it know like sentence? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
context. It knows context.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure it does. It's got to. I mean,
well, I guess it depends on how you say
maybe back
everything.
then it wasn't. Maybe now it probably knows context.
Well,
better,
everything
because AI is getting smarter, and
but it's how you say
it. Smarter.
It's how you say it. Like right now, you explaining it isn't speaking on it.
Right. That's true.
You know what I mean?
True. Right.
So in the context into which yada yada words are used,
that's why you'll notice if you watch some people's videos, if they say a word that's bad,
right,
the subtitles
blank it out.
They'll put like a funny word, or they'll put something else in, or
they'll put or like a little horn or something,
or non sequitur. You know what I mean?
So then, what about cuss words? Because we do a little bit of cussing up in here.
For Opus Clip, I always bleep it out. I choose to mute censor just because for social media, just in case. I mean, because if it is censored, if you self-censor, it does, like, words that do have profanity get less views.
That's funny, because so many things.
But some don't. So that's why I don't know. It's like again. That's why it's always like people aren't sure, because there's no rule. But like people do notice. Like, I think if it's comedy, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't get messed with.
Right.
But
if
it's
someone like doing a talking head video and being serious, and like it's,
and on borderline shit.
So I think it does understand tone somehow.
Right.
I don't know how. Because if it's comical, I know it's like,
I'm sure it can get all that.
Well, that's a lie detector. Like a lie detector test, with some of them now, the newer ones, when you speak, it tells the difference in your tone of voice and whatnot. So because like I said, there's this one dude that I've seen a few times on social media. I got to get to him and follow his, because he's a Gen Xer, and it's freaking hilarious, because he'll say something like, he'll show a little clip of something, that is happening now. He's like, we did that shit back in the day. Are you fucking kidding? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll do those things, and it's the tone,
right,
and how he's using it in a sentence.
I don't find it necessary to do it if I don't have to. I don't mind if it bleeps it out.
Right.
But if I share something like, how sometimes it gives you the audio and you can search it and say, I want to use this sound or this phrase or whatever it is, it will. Sometimes it bleeps it out automatically, even if that is already in the sentence.
Well, like your post, that you were out on the porch with your cup of coffee.
It didn't bleep that one out.
That's what I'm saying.
But that was right, comedy. And that was funny.
Right.
There has to be comedy.
Then what he just said, right. Absolutely. So what Tom just said makes all the sense.
It's got to be funny.
Yeah.
If it's not, then it's
it's not like you turn around and you're walking up, because it does. Matter of fact, and me thinking about it now. So you see every once in a while, I'll get, a fight video. Somebody's fighting or whatever, and they'll start cussing while they're in there. Come here, you beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. I'm going to beat your boop, boop, boop. You know what I mean? That all those cuss words are bleeped out because there's violence in the video.
Yeah. Right.
That makes sense. But if it's funny, they'll let it rock.
Right.
That makes sense, bro.
Right.
Wow.
When they
I think it knows that.
I think it knows that.
The shit out of it. You know what, though? I think it knows that people aren't bothered by curse words if it's funny.
Right. Yeah.
It knows that.
If it's funny.
Yeah. Because
it knows that.
Yeah.
It probably knows based on the view count.
Yeah. And what's funny?
If people are like cursing at each other real nasty, people go, I don't want to watch that.
Well,
but if it's funny, they go,
that makes sense.
They keep watching they watch the video.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Because even
you ever see that husband and wife that play the practical jokes on one another?
Which
with it,
you know what?
The balloon drops.
The balloon drops, and they shoot the balloon.
You know what I just realized? Yeah. It's probably not even a rule. The curse words are probably not even a rule. It's probably just the algorithm.
Yeah.
Saying, hey.
Right.
No, people not wanting to watch the video if it's like nasty and they're cursing. But if it's funny, people watch it. I just answered my question before. I said, if it's funny, people watch the video at the end.
Right.
But if it's not funny, people are cursing.
If it's harmful or anything, I gotta test that shit.
That's freaking great.
So it's probably not even a rule. It's probably just the algorithm.
Yeah. Which is not a bad
Following
thing.
what people do.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Like even the violent ones. There used to be a whole bunch of violent ones on social media.
Because if people are not watching the video at the end,
right,
then it doesn't get pushed out.
Right. Yeah, like there's some.
If I see stuff I don't like, I go right by it, man.
Well, but then that also makes sense with the videos on what's
everything's
seen.
a viewing system. The algorithm knows how. Also, that's the scary part. It knows how long you view a post.
Yeah, right. I remember you telling us that before a while back.
That's even with Facebook. With the videos, it makes more sense because it's the view. But it knows if you watch the video to the end or not. So if you watch the video to the end, it knows that the content is good.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing, like, I watched the funny videos of people getting hurt. So what I mean is, like, somebody falling, down the ladder because they put the extension ladder and the ladder collapsed. You know what I'm saying? People are walking on the ice and, like, they're slipping and they bust their ass.
They slide down the driveway.
They slide down dude, that one. And there's a couple of them that are hilarious.
And apparently, too, like, you can fast forward the video.
What?
If you want. I mean,
yes.
If you hold the edge of the screen down above where the heart button is.
Okay.
It'll fast forward the video, and that's fine. If you watch the video at the end, even fast forward, it's fine. Yeah. So, like, if I like someone's content and I want to make
sure that they stay.
I make sure I watch it to the end, but I'll hold the 2x X button to let it go through. But Jesus Christ,
yeah, that's right. I didn't feel like giving this one. I'm going to give you props anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's cool. I that makes sense.
There's this whole science behind it, which is crazy, and how it has its own life of its own, and it just figures out and goes a certain direction.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's, at first, when it first came out, I had no interest in it. I didn't want to be bothered. But since we've been doing this and we realized social media, you need to be out there and you have to do it. So we just said, all right, let's do it. And I'm actually enjoying it. I'm not making a habit out of it in the sense where I'm addicted to it. I got to be on it all the time. But when I think of something, I go on and I just do it.
A lot of people now use it for their search engine. I know it's weird, but like, okay, if you want to find out about like Six Flags Great Adventure, say, if you type in Six Flags Great Adventure into TikTok, you're going to get like videos of the roller coasters. It's better than looking at it on, why would you?
Why Google it? Yeah, well, I don't want to
It's going to show you like
everything,
someone's experience. So people do that now, even restaurants. People look up restaurants on TikTok.
Right.
And they see the food and people's posts on and it's more authentic. I mean, there's some people who probably paid to post, but like you're still getting you're getting way better than a website will ever do you.
That's insane. That's funny as hell. Well, because more people are looking at it right off the bat. People are seeing it. So when we went down to Yard House, you know what I mean, and posted that we were there. So people now see it because then that's the hashtag, and now people are like, these guys
and the
went
location
there.
tag too.
And the location, exactly. So you know what I mean?
Because I tagged the location when we went,
Right, yeah.
Because we never like go anywhere besides our,
right here.
Besides the Crawford Studios.
Crawford Studios. I like it. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that, any of our, viewers and listeners, decide that they want to do whatever. Content creators or anything, that it's, when, how, time, that you put it on and, just stay real to yourself, man. Girls, women, stay true to yourself, do what you feel.
No,
you know what I mean?
If you have an idea, right?
Yeah, run with it.
Do it.
Because we're here.
Now you have that. We didn't have that when we were growing up. We didn't have that as kids.
Mm-hmm.
None of this stuff. You can do it. Your imagination can just, if you are open to it and figure it out and learn it.
Yeah. Like, this is
you can make some crazy stuff.
Yeah. This is like being a radio host. You know what I'm saying? Like on our own radio station.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of the TikTok stuff. I'm saying.
Oh, the TikTok. I'm sorry.
TikTok, you can.
TikTok, dude. But, it's probably better we didn't have it when we were kids. Because, we did a lot of dumb shit when we were kids.
I don't know. I disagree. I think if we did, we would have been way ahead.
Oh, definitely.
We would have picked this shit up immediately.
Yeah.
Like, picked up everything else.
Well,
All right, so we weren't idiots.
Oh no, not that we were idiots,
ignorant,
but it was just funny that some of the shit that we did. Like,
well, you're gonna do that shit anyway,
right?
Even though you know that stuff. I mean, right? For the stuff you knew then, you were doing stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
And then
I wish
each generation, at least the way I look at it.
Yeah, I'm with you. That makes sense.
So,
but with that, my peoples, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here with me. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you every day. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And may the force be with you.
Oh.